I'm extremely thrilled that you've come here with interest in the Pivot Point Project because this project is for you, and it just may provide the assistance you need along this journey towards college and you reaching your full potential. So allow us to extend our hand and guide you on that journey. But before I go any further, I'd personally like to take a brief moment to thank Tom, Sean, the Hoban Family Office, and everyone involved for allowing me to speak so intimately on behalf of the Pivot Point Project. I feel so deeply honored. Now, I'm sure the stressors of high school have piled on top of your shoulders at this point, and I'm even more sure that you've been bombarded with a set of nagging yet vital questions like, what goals do you have for yourself? Where do you see yourself after high school? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now? Much more. There's so many questions that can come as a high school student. Questions aren't as easy to answer as they are to ask. Trust me, I know. And an even more specific question that I'm sure you get asked daily is, do you want to go to college? And if so, where? Because I vividly remember being asked this daily myself. And quite frankly, if it wasn't for myself obtaining an athletic scholarship to the University of Notre Dame, I'm not sure what that answer would have been. Because I had no idea what the application process was like, and I had no idea what college I wanted to go to. Just like many of you guys out there, I'm the first one to graduate high school in my family, let alone college. So I didn't have the blueprint, I didn't have a guide, I didn't understand the application process, nor did I know what college I wanted to go to. But I did know one thing, and I hope you know this one thing within you as well, that I want to be a first college graduate in my family. For many of you guys out there who have aspirations to become a first generation college student, but may lack the support or resources to take on both the college finding and the college application process effectively, you'll encounter many roadblocks. And unfortunately, these roadblocks can hinder success, hinder you from reaching your full potential. And that's what the Pivot Point is. And that's why we want to bring it to you. We want you to reach your full potential. The Pivot Point Project was designed to provide you with assistance throughout the application process, help you find scholarships you can apply for, and provide you with vital information needed to be successful in this part of your life. Take our dear friend Gat Bull, for example.
I was born in South Sudan and forced out of my village at the age of 6. I was sent to the US as a refugee. After bouncing around from city to city, I ended up in Seattle, Washington. With the help of the Hoban family, I was able to see my full potential, and they opened numerous doors for me. They changed my whole life forever. I earned a full tuition paid diversity scholarship over at the University of Portland and graduated in May of 2017. Today I'm starting my career at the Nike World Headquarters working in supply chain. In my spare time, I spend that coaching 7th grade basketball in addition to educating the inner city Portland kids about Nike product and giving them the opportunity to see what it's like to be a Nike employee. My goal for these kids is just to be a role model, just like how Tom and the Hobans were for me, and hopefully give me the same opportunity that was given to me.
The Pivot Point Project brings to you what is known as the 222 program, applying to 2 schools that you know for a fact you'll get into, applying to 2 more schools that you know fit you perfectly, and applying to 2 stretch schools. And by stretch, we mean by stretching your mind a bit. These are the schools that seem like a fantasy from far away, the Harvards, the Yales, the Princeton. But if you get accepted to one of these schools, it could change the trajectory of your lives and your family's lives. For myself, that was the University of Notre Dame, and that's why I went there. I want to stretch my mind, and I want to stretch my potential. The application process holds so many components, with some of the real important ones being filing for financial aid and scholarships and the admissions essay. But don't worry, we're here for you for that too. Enough of me blabbing and talking. It's time for some action from you. Click the link below if you're interested in more. We're anxious to hear from you. And remember, the Pivot Point Project is for you, designed specifically for you to reach your full potential.